Hello there. This is Charlene Bollinger, founder of The Truth About Cancer. And today I have with me our very good friend, Dr. Billy DeMoss. Hey, Billy.
Good morning.
Yes, Billy is, we call him affectionately Billy D. He's a world changer, chiropractor, host of Cow Jam, which is pretty cool. Billy D has been a featured speaker of ours at The Truth About Cancer Live 2017 in Orlando, Florida. His passion for true healthcare, community, wellness, and global sustainability is far-reaching, and his influence is international. Thanks, Billy, for joining me today.
I'm honored to be on the show with you, Charlene, if I may say so.
Awesome. Well, let's just get started by talking about the Truth About Cancer live event coming. But first, let's go retro, backwards. What was it like for you, Billy D, to be on our stage? By the way, we got some really great pictures of you.
I got some good pictures from you guys too, so thank you.
Yeah.
I love it because it's my crowd. It's people that get it. You know, you go to these other events and sometimes you're not sure if they're with you, but when you go to an event that you guys sponsor with the message that you're trying to get across to people, that's in total alignment with everything that I'm doing. And I mean, that's the first, I was totally driven to Ty by reading his books, which was he's a no BS. He just tells it like it is. And, sometimes you got to be brave to do that kind of stuff because you're going to catch a lot of flack, and, you know what it's like in this world. And, I was honored to be asked to be on that panel, or asked to be at the last event with so many amazing other speakers, including Mercola and just a plethora of other people, Ed Group, who are all people that are mentors of mine, and really we all share the same vision with communicating this message to save the planet.
Yeah, we had a pretty good lineup. We've got a good lineup this year as well. And you mentioned Mercola, Ed Group. They're our good friends. We love them. They're amazing. But you specifically, you've got a special few things that you really love to teach and talk about. So coming again this year, Billy, what is the topic? What are you going to focus on? Give us like a 5-minute synopsis about that.
All right. Well, to me, what I do, I'm a chiropractor, obviously, and I think everybody has this misconception about what chiropractic is about. They feel it's about a back pain, neck pain, cricks, headaches. And what I really try to teach people is it's very analogous to dentistry, that if you take care of your spine, or you take care of your teeth and brush and floss, your teeth are going to last longer. The same thing's true of your spine. And if you take care of your spine, and most of us are doing so many things to our spine that it was never designed to do. Primarily, number one is sitting is the new smoking, which destroys your posture, which destroys the disc in your spine, perpetuates and promotes progressive early degenerative changes in the spine. And as your spine degenerates, it really restricts the flow of energy, or the energy that runs your body through your nervous system. And everything that I'm about is teaching people to live at their highest level of their DNA, their genetic expression, and remove restrictions to whatever's holding people back to being as healthy and abundant they can be in life. And then I also know, with the techniques that I use in my practice, that if we can normalize posture and alignment, it's going to minimize the amounts of degenerative changes that occur in the spine, i.e. osteoarthritis. And if you actually you allow the spine to live longer and prevent spinal degeneration, the spine protects the nervous system. The nervous system and the brain run the entire body. So everything that we can do to inhibit degeneration of the spine is going to promote longevity and a longer lifespan. So those are the two things that I do. And I know we're talking about cancer. I don't care if it's cancer or the common cold, hangnail, whatever it is. I, as a chiropractor, don't heal anything. What I do is just remove obstructions to the body's capacity to function at its highest levels, not higher than normal, but most of us are subsisting, functioning at 60 or 70% of our potential. And then, then we're going to learn how to eat. We're going to learn how to detox, all the other things that we discuss at Truth About Cancer, to go against a system that has really, and I posted this last night. I mean, medicine is so antiquated and backwards, and it's the only reason it's still even alive is because we have third-party payers that pay for all this BS, and they don't pay for anything that actually works. And I said this last night, if tomorrow insurance there was an even fair playing field where it paid for the alternatives just as much as they do for all the drugs and the unnecessary surgeries and all the bogus chemo and radiation and all the things that are just only being held alive because of the fact that we have insurance that really supports that. And again, if that happened tomorrow, the health of this country would transform from being the worst, dead last as far as overall health. We've got diabetes off the charts, obesity, cancer, heart disease, all these because we never address the cause of the problems. And all we do is treat symptoms with drugs and cut organs out of bodies when God intended us to be healthy and our genes are there. Because a lot of people think that they get sick because of a gene issue or it runs in my family. That's the biggest crock ever because we have this thing called epigenetics. And if you do things in your environment that select those genes to be expressed, of course, like if you're an alcoholic, you shouldn't drink alcohol. Or if you have a history of diabetes, you shouldn't be eating sugar. There's certain things that are common sense to me. And our mission through all the events, your event, my event, is get to people to just wake up and see the reality and the truth and why people have cancer. And then if for some whatever reason they do get cancer, let's use methods that are in alignment with the intelligence that created you from two cells. Use that intelligence that's there and not work against it by, like, medicine wants to kill everything. I think what we need to do is get the body stronger and in homeostasis with its environment. And then again, the body can heal itself from anything from a hangnail to full-blown cancer. And it's that simple. I mean, health is not hard. It's been complicated because people have been brainwashed by TV sets, their media, the politicians, all trying to get people to think that they're sick because they have a shortage of drugs. You don't have high blood pressure because you have a shortage of lisinopril. Your child doesn't have asthma because he has a shortage of albuterol. So my objective is to teach people we need to look at what's causing the problems, address the cause, and not just treat the symptoms. And it's that simple.
Wow, you really nailed that, Billy. That's pretty much what we have been able to share with the people that have found our documentaries or come to see us at our live events. Just simply, we had family members, Billy, I think you know, Dad, Ty's father, the first encounter we had with cancer before we even knew this stuff was stomach cancer. We didn't know what it was. We took him to the emergency room. Literally, they chopped his stomach out. They didn't sew him up properly. And 25 days later, he died. He bled to death. We thought it was a cancer. That's how ignorant we were of the truth. In retrospect, we know it was that surgery that took his life. And from that time, we lost 6 more close family members to cancer treatments. And as you said, it was the symptom that they were focused on and not the whole body. And so the medical system has been co-opted, as we know, starting back in 1910 with the Flexner brothers being sent by Carnegie's and Rockefeller. So there's a lot to what you're saying, and that we have to really help people, educate them on the real options, the powerful options. And you're so good about that, Billy. So I, for one, cannot wait to hear you at our live event share with us the wisdom that God's given you.
Perfect. And I had so much fun last time. It was a good high energy group. So
yeah, you did great on stage. You have so much energy, and the crowd was electric. They loved you, Billy. So we look forward to this again.
And I finished right on time. That's one thing I'm a pro at. I mean, because when I run my event, if people aren't done on time, we just turn the lights out. So I'm good. I know exactly when I'm supposed to be done, and I'm done when I'm done.
That's super cool. You know, Ty is the time Nazi. Yeah, Ty is our time Nazi. I have to be a time Nazi too, because we get on the stage. And the first event we had Mike Adams. He came out first to open it up. And Ty literally got on the stage because Mike ran a few minutes late. And everybody knew from that point, we're serious here. We better cut it.
He's a big guy.
Yeah, but Mike is such a good friend of ours. So that was really a lot of fun. But yeah, you're right about that. Well, let's move along to
natural news site too on Facebook. I haven't been able to find anything on that.
Mike Adams, you mean? Yeah, Facebook took him down.
It's amazing because, I mean, I always say this, if what we were saying wasn't significant, why would they waste all the time to try to censor all this stuff? And that's when you know you're winning this game, when you see them so desperate not only to censor people, but making all these vaccine mandates and all the other things that are coming down the pike. You can, like, some people get portions of it. They might understand the vaccine thing, but they don't understand the geoengineering, or they don't want to believe the GMO. It's all part of the same agenda, and it's just another spoke in the wheel, which to me is a depopulation agenda. And I learned that from your husband, so don't hold me, so again, I don't understand why people can see it somewhere and they don't see it in other places, when it's just reality. It's everywhere around them. And my goal and your goal is get people to just open up their eyes and see what's so vividly obvious to all of us. Because the only way we're going to win this game is if we get enough people on board and we get to that Malcolm Gladwell tipping point of at least 18%. And once we get there, that tipping point happens. And there's 7 billion, 8 billion of us on this planet that are all loving people that care about other people. We just have a few psychopaths that run the planet that are trying to obviously limit population and limit the expression of people and enslave people in the future. And again, people that are drugged up, vaccinated, and are not living at their highest level, their highest vibration, are going to be more easily brainwashed into a life of enslavement. And again, I don't want to live that life. And I'm 61. I'm concerned about your kids and what kind of environment they're going to have to bring their kids. And again, I'm all about sustainability as far as the planet. And the planet's health is a direct reflection of the individual human health that's going on this planet. It's just a global reflection of what's going on inside in human beings. So again, we got to fix the people first, and then we fix the planet. And then we have a planet for your kids to grow up and have families and live the same abundant lives that we have had the opportunity. I mean, I've had the most amazing life, and I'm not ready to die, but I'm really saying that I've been blessed by all the world travel that I've done, and just seeing the world the way it was when it was pure and pristine.
Well stated, Billy. It's our goal to really cut through the darkness and the lies and reveal those things to the people in the world, and then unpack the truth so that they can understand it. And we never come out and tell people, well, this is how I feel, this is what I think. We give them facts. If we say something, we back it up with actual studies, websites, whatever it is, and help people to see that these things really are so. For example, vaccinations, we actually look at the insert and the warnings and the things these things can cause. We actually read the labels where, it tells us what is in the vaccine, from aborted fetal cell lines to formaldehyde to heavy metals, thimerosal, just a number of things. And we also are aware that the government has given immunity to the vaccine companies. We help people to understand that. And there is a court in place. It's a government court because the vaccine companies don't pay the damage. But over $4 billion have been awarded. And in that court, they ruled that, yes, autism is linked to the MMR. I mean, that's our own courts say that. But if you actually repeat those facts, you're a quack and you're crazy and you're a conspiracy theorist. And that's crazy, but you know what? We'll wear it as a badge of honor when they call us quacks, because like you said, with Natural News, they brought him down off of Facebook because he's doing something right. We love Mike. So
I'm proud to be a quack if it means that I don't do all the BS that all these other doctors do. I mean, you look at the system that we have in place, it's so broken and obsolete and antiquated. I mean, who in their right mind is going to treat a health problem with drugs? I mean, who's that frigging moronic in a sense? Because you're not sick because you have a shortage of drug. It's your lifestyle in most cases. And then back to the vaccine thing. I mean, I get the problem with most people that want to argue about vaccines, like you said, they haven't even taken the time to read friggin' package insert. And then again, they want me to show my research. It's like, why do I need to show you my research? I'm not trying to convince you to stick needles in your body. You're trying to convince me that I need to stick needles in my body laced with carcinogens, neurotoxins, allergens, with viruses grown on dead animals, on human feces. It's worse than a witch's brew. And then again, show me your research. that there's any efficacy to this, that it even works, which is impossible. And then show me any research that it's safe. I mean, you've got kids getting upwards of 72 different vaccines by the time they're 18. Tell me how you're going to measure the cumulative effect of 72 vaccines and all that toxicity in a variable population with all types of different lifestyle. It's impossible. So I'm just sticking with what God gave me and the intelligence that God put in my body, because I know it created me from a sperm cell and an egg cell, and those two cells came together and created 70 trillion cells. It knows how to build a brain, nervous system, all the organs and glands, eyeballs. It knows how to balance white blood cells, red blood cells. I have faith in the intelligence and innate wisdom in my body more than I do some pill, lotion, potion, some bogus frigging scam. Vaccines are a scam to depopulate the planet, to dumb down society, and just lower the expression of people so they can subsist and be enslaved in the future. And again, I don't have any doubt about anything I'm taking, because I have read and read. I don't watch TV. TV is just a brainwashing tool. The education system is turned into a whole programming the youth into this whole direction that we're going with Agenda 21. And again, if people don't want to believe me, that's okay. What I do is I send out the lifeboats, Charlene, and if people want to get in, they get in. But if they want to ride that Titanic down, which is called big medicine, the big pharmaceutical cartel, go for it. That's natural selection in the new age, where people that are smart enough to see through the fog and the haze and the BS will actually, their DNA will be selected for future generations, and the rest of the people are going to be selected off the planet. So
that's a lot of information. We're going down the rabbit hole. We could get on that rabbit hole down for days, but I'm just going to get back to live event. And one of the things that we've heard from the people that do attend live event is that it is so cool to meet the people that God used to save their lives. You know, I know that you, Billy, the last live event, you were out talking to people and they were so happy to meet you and to see you in person and to get your opinion or just give you a hug and thank you for helping them to see the truth on a lot of these things that you're telling us about right now. What is that like for you?
Well, I mean, I say this all the time. You know, people want to watch stuff on video and they want to, you know, just YouTube it or something. The comparison is like, I went to a concert last night, which is one of my big passions, and that's what Cal Jam's got music in it, and we played live music there. But it's like going to a live show and being in that crowd, in that energy that's in the crowd. And again, I've been doing a lot of dispensers work lately about how collectively, when we have a group of people together, there's this energy that is created that there's no way you're going to be able to duplicate by watching a video or YouTube. And plus there's that whole camaraderie where you come together with a lot of people that are like-minded, that makes you feel like, you know what, I'm not the only guy sitting on this island that believes the way I do. Because sometimes we can feel that way, that am I nuts? No, we're not nuts. There's a lot of other crazy people that actually think the right thing. So it's so good. And I'm a people person, man. I love people. I would do anything to help people. And for me to get out and hug people and love people and just interact with people, to me, there's nothing like that. And again, I mean, I have heroes too. You know, your husband's one of my heroes. You got guys like RFK, all these other people in that realm. It's so fun to hang out with those people, you know, and even afterwards, after your event, we hang out at night and we talk and we create vision where we want to take this whole thing. And it's just, there's no way you can do that without being at these events. And same thing for our event. I mean, people go, oh, just stay home and watch it on TV. It's not the same, you know. And here's another analogy. It's the analogy I use is it's like watching a surfing video versus actually going out and doing the surfing. I mean, and there's so much more when you're actually doing surfing than just watching it. And it's too hard to even express the difference there unless you have some inclination of what surfing's like. So that's just my analogy. So.
Wow, that's great, Billy. Thank you for sharing that with us. I believe that you hit the nail on the head again, where it's so different to be there together. And we have people that have said that they met new lifelong friends because, like you're saying, our own families don't get us, and our little circle of friends don't get us, and we're like living on this island all by ourselves. So at live event, the Truth About Cancer live event, it's like a family. is coming together and being encouraged, and it's electric. It's a feeling that you can't understand unless you come. So thank you, Billy, for joining us. I really appreciate you. You are inspiring and so encouraging, and you really get it on so many different levels. And I also want to say thank you out there to the viewers that have joined us. If you want to know more about the live event, please click the button below. We encourage you to come and hang out with us. Thank you, and God bless.